Good morning, everybody. It's Meg from Books Off the Beaten Path, and I got a wonderful message yesterday from my dear friend Pickles, and she wants to hear more of Olivette's library. So, yay! And I am going to show you a new cross-stitch piece. Wait. Good morning, everybody. It's Meg from Books Off the Beaten Path, and I got a wonderful request yesterday from my good friend Pickles, who wants to hear more of Olivette's library. And I'm also going to show you a cross-stitch piece I got, and I'm very excited about that. And I may do a short little tag, probably not though. But yeah, so let's hop right in. And let's do Olivette's Library, Section 5. So when last we left our heroine, she had gone to Olivette's Library, which is a bookstore, and Olivette had told her that she needed to come to get some books to read for the hospital. But when she got there, Olivette was like, no, I was lying about that. I didn't want you to do that. I want to show you something. And so she calls out. I'll start with the paragraph before, the last paragraph that I read before I read the new section. Okay, you ready? Olivette's Library, Section 5. Here we go. I followed her, convinced she'd found a faith healer for me and wondering how I would handle that. When we got to the kitchen, there was no one there. Ambrose, she cried. Ambrose, come out. She's finally here. A small man came out of the pantry dressed in one of those white paper dust jumpers, just like they use at the construction sites, complete with hood and dust mask. He took off the mask, and I saw circle-rimmed glasses and a tidy beard. Taking my hand, he shook it gently. Hello, Maggie. He was very soft-spoken. Maggie, darling, this is my dear friend Ambrose. He's a warlock, and he's come to help me. Excuse me, but did you just say warlock? Retired, long since retired. Ambrose spoke from the side of the kitchen table where he was removing his dust cover to reveal a tidy blue shirt and matching tie. He leaned back, stretching his lower back. I teach English now at the university level. My goodness, I'm sore. Olivette, you'll have to find a younger helper next time. Dear Ambrose, I knew I couldn't, and I thank you enough for coming by so early. Here, let me get you some aspirin and some coffee. Olivet made an overdramatic gesture of slapping her hands on the side of her face and shaking her head. Goodness, Maggie, are the pills making your mind so slow this morning? He just told you. Oh, wait, I screwed up. Okay, let me go back. See, this is how it happens when you're writing and you're reading. Okay, so let's go back. So Ambrose says, retired, long since retired, Ambrose spoke from the side of the kitchen table where he was removing his dust cover to reveal a tiny blue shirt, matching tie. He leaned back, stretching his lower back. I teach English now at the university level. My goodness, I'm sore. All of that, you will have to find a younger helper next time. Dear Ambrose, you know I couldn't, and I can't thank you enough for coming by early enough. Let me get you some aspirin and some coffee. Olivet busied herself tending to Ambrose while I stood holding on to the back of a kitchen chair. I'm sorry, I said. I don't mean to be rude, but can we get back to the warlock thing? I'm afraid I just don't understand. Olivet made an overdramatic gesture of slapping her hands on the side of her face and shaking her head. Goodness, Maggie, are those pills making your mind so slow this morning? He just told you. He's a retired warlock, and now he teaches English. What's so hard to understand? Oh, Olivette, Ambrose sipped his coffee. Don't be so hard on her. From what you told me, she's going through a very difficult time, and most people don't know about us, while you yourself have been known to be very rude, too. It's witches I can't stand, Ambrose, and you know that. I never had a problem with the warlocks, but those awful witches, ugh, they make my skin crawl. Rubbing my temples, I sat down and asked for a cup of coffee. I took a sip of the delicious hot brew while my hostess sat down next to Ambrose. She was quiet for a moment, smiling from ear to ear at me. What? I said. I have a surprise for you, Maggie. What? I'm sending you on a trip. What? She threw her arms up in the air. Surely you must know another word than what? How about thank you? Leaning back imperiously in her chair, she looked like a queen looking down at her idiot subject. I laid both my hands flat on the table and took a big calming breath. I'm very sorry, Olivette. Of course I should say thank you. And if it was any other time, I would be delighted. But you have forgotten that I go to start cancer treatment day after tomorrow. She waved a dismissive hand. You'll be back in time for that. Ambrose confirmed that for me. Didn't you, darling? Ambrose nodded. He put his cup down and said, it all seems to be working normally, and so the time won't matter. Let's take her to see it, and maybe that will help. They both got up, and Olivette held her hand out to me. We all went into the pantry. Well, what used to be the pantry. There was a large hole in the center of the room where all the concrete had been torn up. There was dust everywhere, but I couldn't see any tools, not even a sledgehammer. I turned to look at the two of them. Okay, I'm back to what, but I'm adding why. Now, what is this all about? Spreading both of her arms, Olivette practically shrieked in excitement. This is my portal, Maggie, darling. I had it shut up years ago, but I felt you needed it. So I called Ambrose, and he helped me uncover it. He's already been and back, so it's perfectly safe. A portal? Like to another dimension? I couldn't stop looking down at the hole. Don't overthink it, my love. You're not Carl Sagan, she said. Oh, of course, I won't overthink it, all that. For all the time I was buying books from you, I should have known you had a portal under your floor in the pantry where you and your warlock friends could just hop down and travel to another dimension. Sorry if you think I'm rude, but this is going too far. I turned to leave when Ambrose stepped in front of me. Let me try to explain, Maggie. Just calm down for a moment. I crossed my arms and tilted my chin back. The first thing you must accept, he said, is that all good books are small portals. Don't tell me you've never been enraptured by a story so it seemed like you were actually in another world. I rolled my eyes. Well, without getting the time and space details, just think of the portal as the same one C.S. Lewis found in the wardrobe at his uncle's house. There are very, very few of them, but they do exist. If I turned to leave again, but he put a hand on my shoulder. If I demonstrate, will that help? Please, I said, and spread my arms towards the hole. Ambrose climbed down a little makeshift wooden ladder, which I hadn't noticed before. He spun around twice with his arms wide open and jumped a tiny jump and was gone. I fell to my knees, peering in the hole. Maybe he was pressed against the wall and I couldn't see him. Olivette put her hand on my back. So you see, darling, it's very simple. I'm back, Ambrose said. He held a bunch of wildflowers up towards me. I took them as he climbed back up the ladder. You're only gone a second. Where did you get the flowers? I asked. Oh no, Maggie, I was gone for 3 days, he said, dusting the shoulders of his suit. The flowers are an afterthought because I thought it would help you if I brought something back. I looked at both of them. It must be a trick. Stuff like this just didn't happen, did it? Olivette embraced me. Because I wanted to help you in some way. I can't make the cancer go away or mend the ties with your mother, but I can give you the gift of my greatest secret. This portal takes you into worlds you've never seen before, and some of them you have, and sometimes the experience you have is different for everyone. Ambrose, where did it take you? I'm not sure, he said, shaking his head and chuckling. It was a little city or town by the ocean. I didn't have much time to explore, but the food was wonderful. Okay, so that is section 5 of Olivette's library. I'm sorry I haven't read it for a little bit, so I was a little bit shaky there. But I just wanted to share that little section. And yeah, happy Wednesday to everybody. I was going to show you a cross stitch piece, but we're already at 10 minutes, and so I try to keep my videos a little shorter. Anyway, I will show you my cross-stitch piece. I will do an early morning book review tomorrow, and I will do another tag. I've got some other tags out there. So I miss you guys too. Pickles, thank you for reaching out to me. And leave a comment. You know how much I love the comments. Tell me how you think the story's going. Seriously. Because now we've entered into a portal and we've got the whole C.S. Lewis going on. Is it too trite? Is it too cliched? I don't know. Let me know. And I will check you later.